Hello, dear students. Good morning to all of you. In this session, we will learn about advantages and disadvantages of verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and visual communication. In the previous video, we had discussed the basic definition of communication, communication skills, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and visual communication. This is the chapter 1, that is communication skill. We discuss verbal communication advantages and disadvantages. The first point is advantages of verbal communication. Advantages of verbal communication. There are many advantages of verbal communication like oral communication. It involves no or least expenses. When we talk to other verbally, there is no expenses. And second point is save a lot of time. When we talk to other verbally, we save lots of time without expending the time for writing, for sending, for waiting to the response, etc. Immediate feedback is collected and messages can be encoded accordingly. When we communicate in verbal mode, we get immediate feedback from the communication. Next point is interpersonal nature develops relations. Verbal communication develop interpersonal relationship among the communicator. Next point is most effective in resolving conflict or difficult situation. Verbal communication helps to resolve difficult conflict situations in the workplace. Promotes cooperations and teamwork. Verbal communication also helps to improve the cooperation and teamwork in the group. It also helps in making decision and persuasive. It is useful for all kind of audiences. These are the advantages of oral communication or verbal communication. Disadvantages of oral communication. Some disadvantages are it has no legal value, it has no importance in the court of law. Second one is no liability, accountability, and reference value on what has been agreed upon during the communication. Next one is greater scope for errors due to poor comprehension and forgetfulness. And last one is there is no need to useful for longer duration communication. These are the disadvantages of oral communication. Written communication also considered in the verbal communication, and the advantages of written communications are writing has the advantage of having time for the choice of suitable vocabulary and tone of the messages. Message can be reviewed and revised before sending it. It means written communication जो होता है वो एक टाइम टेकन प्रोसेस है. Next one is, it is legally acceptable in the court of law if executed in proper way. और रिटन कम्युनिकेशन को लीगल कंसिडर किया जाता है कोर्ट के द्वारा एज अ एविडेंस. ओके. लॉन्गर मैसेजेस कैन बी कन्वेड इन रिटन फॉर्म. जितने भी लंबे मैसेजेस होते हैं, जितने भी लंबे बातचीत होती है, वो सारे के सारे रिटन कम्युनिकेशन के मीडियम से होती है. रिटन मैसेजेस कैन बी सेव्ड फॉर लेटर रेफरेंसेस. रिटन कम्युनिकेशन में जितने भी मैसेज होते हैं उसे फ्यूचर यूज़ के लिए सेव करके रखा जा सकता है. रिटन मैसेजेस कैन बी डुप्लीकेट एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. रिटन कम्युनिकेशन में जितने भी कम्युनिकेशन होते हैं वो सारे डुप्लीकेट किए जा सकते हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किए जा सकते हैं among the people. Written messages helps building up goodwill and image of the sender. Written communication also help building up the goodwill. With written messages comes accountability. Written communication जो होता है वो एक सीक्वेंस में होता है. Disadvantages of written communication. There are few disadvantages of written communication. Are written communication is time taken. Written communication also take long for taking decision. Written communication sometimes they can be misinterpreted due to lack of emotions, personal touch, etc. Written communication may involve costs in drafting and sending the messages. It is unsuitable for illiterate people. Confidentiality can be compromised with written communications. These are the disadvantages of written communication. Next is advantages of nonverbal communication. As we know that nonverbal communication is not face-to-face mode of communication. In this communication, complements oral and audio-visual communication. It is suitable for the verbal communication like speaking with proper eye contact and tone. Sometimes speaking is not required at all, like showing thumbs up to cheer someone. Nonverbal communication also helps in easier interpretation of messages by the receiver, and it is also reinforces the message like telling the direction and pointing it at it too. It is also help to illiterate and physically challenged people to communicate with others. It engages the participants of the communication easily. Some disadvantages of nonverbal communications are sometimes nonverbal communications becomes vague and send wrong signals. Second point is we cannot stop nonverbal communication. And third one is it happens too fast and simultaneously that it is difficult to catch all of it, like missing the hands gestures while eye contact. And the last one is body language of different cultures varies a lot. Urban and rural gestures or gestures of different countries differ in conveying messages. These are the disadvantages of nonverbal communication. Next, advantages of audio visual communication. Use of internet and video conferencing save cost incurred otherwise on scaling graphical barriers, physical movements of participants, and other related expenses like lodging, foods, etc. Next point, it is a effective way to explain complex ideas and concepts easily. Audiovisual communication technology makes it reusable and easy to distribute. It can cater to a huge masses of people at a time. Audiovisual communication work as a vital driving force in business and education. It also makes the mode of communication interesting and many time entertaining. These are the advantages of audio visual communication. Few disadvantages of audio visual communication are it incurs a lot of cost in infrastructure. Sorry. It needs maintenance of equipment. This technology and equipments can be complex to operate and learn. It depends on several factors that can be rendered the process of communication non-financial like power failures, ensuring attendance of participants, functioning of equipments, etc. These are the disadvantages of audio visual communication. You should complete some work from this chapter. Exercise A, fill in the blanks with the suitable article, and B, is there anything wrong with these sentences? Why or why not? These two questions you have to complete in your copy. Thanks for watching.